Welcome back to the Hermits Broadcasting Pregame Show. I'm Max Watson, joined alongside Don Battavio and Jude Velleringot. Today, the Hermits have a big game against the Lenape Indians at home. Dom, can you tell me more about the Hermits so far this football season?
Yeah, Max, the Hermits have been off to a hot start the past couple weeks. 4-game winning streak. Some of the key players in our offense: quarterback Trey McClear, receiver Kenny Selby, running back Kanye Udo, receiver Nasir Hill, and the whole line. Last week, Coach Dennis Thompson felt that the offensive line was dominant up front. Hopefully that carries on for the rest of the season. Kanye Udo with 800 rushing yards and 9 touchdowns within 5 games. Kanye looking for 1,000 rushing yards this season. But the defense have been the most dominant part of the Hermits so far this season. Key players on the defense are defensive end Dennis Jacquez, defensive tackle Brady Small, defensive back Kenny Selby, outside linebacker Tristan McClear, and safety Trey McClear. Hermits' front line have been dominant on the inside, almost eliminating the inside run last week against Millville. Hermits hope to keep this win streak going and make a good run to the playoffs.
So, Jude, how have the Lenape Indians been doing so far in their football season?
Yeah, Max. So far in the year, the Lenape Indians are 1-3 overall, led by head coach Joe Wachkowski. They recently lost the starting QB, Liler Lightfoot, but Ethan Smith filled up nicely, accumulating 290 passing yards with 3 touchdowns and 1 interception. Some other key players include Colin Staples, senior defensive back, who has 2 interceptions this year. Also, Braden Dixon, senior wide receiver, who also has 146 receiving yards. And sophomore Riley Rodriguez has 2 touchdowns with 74 rushing yards. They beat Notre Dame 36-6, but lost to Williamstown, Vineland, and Cherokee. That about wraps it up for Lenape. Max, can you tell us about the other sports for St. Augustine?
In other news, St. Augustine soccer has jumped to 11th in the state and defeated their rival Ocean City 5-1 behind a hat trick from senior Ethan Torpy. On Monday, they faced Ocean City at Subaru Park, home of the Union. This game is at 5 p.m. and free admission to all. And the cross-country team is having another great season, currently at 7-1 with a big meet this week against Mainland. Varsity rugby has a bye week and then one more week of the regular season after that. They've almost locked up the top seed, and championship weekend is on October 17th with an expected showdown between the Hermits and the rival CBA for the championship.
Thanks, Max. That pretty much wraps it up for today's pregame show. Looking forward for today's game. Thank you for tuning in and have a great day, Hermits.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Perfect. I'll try and get them. I'll do the camera for a little bit so my phone's charged, but then someone hop on. All right, yeah. One of you two do that.
We'll rotate.
All right, hold on. Wait a minute. Give me a minute, Isabel. Get organized here. All right, what I'm going to ask you guys first. Hold up. Not yet. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from La Rosa Turf Field on the campus of St. Augustine Prep in Richland, New Jersey for another edition of Friday Night Football. It's senior night, and we have another good matchup as the 4-1, number 4 ranked St. Augustine Prep Hermits take on Lenape, who come in with a record of 1-3. Once again, welcome everyone. As always, I'm Jimmy Bachman. Alongside me today are Ryan Marengo and Vinny Palestina as we get ready for the last regular season home game of the year. Kickoff is in just a few minutes. And, guys, it's been a great year so far, and this Hermits team is something special, don't you think?
Yeah, Jimmy, both on offense and defense, the Hermits team has been off to a great start, especially after the first game. Last 4 games on defense, they've been locked down. Absolutely amazing. Vinny, give me something on the offense.
Yeah, the offense is averaging over 300 yards per game. Kanye has looked spectacular over the last 4 games. There's talks of him going to an amazing D1 school. He's visiting Ohio State and Clemson coming up. So you can see some schools are starting to take interest in him. This team has just been amazing.
Yeah, this has really just been a great game, great year for these guys so far. And they got to keep it up tonight. They play Lenape, coming in 1-3. They've had a tough year so far, but you can't look ahead because you got some big games coming up. But you got to get business done today.
Yeah, this is senior night, though. All the rowdies are back out here, just like Hermit Fest. Entire fan section is flooded in red, white, and blue. It's great to see everybody back out here for one last home game here on the Rosa Field.
Absolutely, and hopefully we get another one come playoff time. But Hermits so far undefeated at home. These rowdies definitely do a great job making it hard for any team coming in trying to play here.
Yeah, and you can imagine these rowdies are going to be even louder tonight. As it is senior night for a lot of these seniors, they're going to get rowdy. They're going to try and cheer them on, get those seniors their last home win until, obviously, if we do get a home playoff game.
Absolutely, guys. And also coming into this game, you guys want to tell us a little bit about how Lenape's been playing so far, who the Hermits are matching up against?
So Lenape has had a little bit of a down year this year. They are 1-3 right now. They do have a nice win over Notre Dame by 30 points, but they are coming off a 27-14 loss against Williamstown last week.
Okay, that sounds good. Lenape, as we said, had a tough year so far. They lost last week. Their only win was against Notre Dame 2 weeks ago. Hermits so far have been on a roll. After that first loss against Archbishop Spalding, they've been undefeated since. They hope to keep it up. They got a couple big games coming up this game and only 3 more on the road until playoff time.
Yeah, Hermits this season, Kanye Udo obviously averaging 160 yards per game on the ground, especially. Hermits offense totals averaging 366 as the Hermits now take the field.
And guys, as we said, it's senior night. It's going to be a special game for a lot of these guys. We got an amazing senior class. A lot of the main guys that we're going to be talking about all game, all seniors, they definitely want to make this night something special in their last game. Hopefully not their last game, but their last regular season game in front of the Rowdies.
Yeah, the seniors are a large part of this Hermits team. Most of the skill players that you hear about this year are all seniors. They are a great group that has been together for 3 years, and you can really see it as they have some of the best chemistry of any football team in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, this year Trey McClear, the quarterback, is taking the big charges on entire offense, getting the ball out quick, getting the ball downfield really efficiently. Nasir Hill played a big part on the offense with receiving, and Kenny Selby, especially in the last couple weeks, has made an impact.
And just to give a shout out to some of the other seniors that have committed so far, Brady Small, he'll be attending West Point next year to playing for Army. Nasir Hill's going to Princeton. Dennis Jacquez to Northwestern. And as we said, Kanye Udo still waiting for a decision. He's got some more visits to go. But so far he has offers from Maryland, UConn, Nebraska, West Virginia, Boston College, UMass, Rutgers, Buffalo, Temple, and Syracuse. And the list will probably go on from here.
Yeah, what an exciting player to watch. We've gotten the gift to watch him for a couple years now, especially this is his last run. And it's been exciting. Hoping in his last game for him to get one last shot here in front of the Rowdies and hopefully in the playoffs as well.
Yeah, something to mention with Kanye, he is only 199 yards away from getting the 1,000-yard bonus this year, and you definitely want to see the Rowdies see that tonight.
Yeah, as you said, Vinny, 199 yards away from that 1,000-yard mark. If he gets it, he will be the 7th Hermit in Hermit history to get that 1,000-yard mark, 7th running back. So definitely we hope to see if he can get it tonight. He's had a couple 200-yard games already, so this is definitely a possibility. And you guys want to give us some of the keys to the game coming in tonight as both teams are out for the coin toss?
First one, take the lead early and keep the foot on the gas. Hermits, when they start off early, really get the jump on the team. And so far this season, when they have the first half lead, going into the second half, they keep it up and get the victory. As well as that, continue to dominate the run game. Obviously, we have Kanye Uno and also Franklin Sims, who isn't mentioned as much, but does run the ball very efficiently and pounds it through the hole for at least 5 yards a carry at a time. Pressure the QB on defense. We've been having a lot of that the last 2 weeks. Brady Small, obviously the big one on there, as well as Janice Jacquez and Rob Adamson, who is a junior and will be returning next year, although we're on senior night. And speaking of senior night, let them have a game. All these seniors having a big game tonight, get in front of the families, get in front of the crowd, and just make it a fun one.
Sounds good, guys. And like we said, the Hermits' defensive line has really been the main part of this team as we are getting ready for the national anthem. We'll be right back, and some words from Father Murray.
And the many in the healing professions that have served them. May they know our support and respect of each of us. We also remember the many whose goodness has allowed us to enjoy this evening and to continue to remind us that we never walk alone. May the time we enjoy this evening and the strength we gain from being one another bring this world closer to you. You've made us for yourself, O Lord, and our hearts are restless until they rest in you. St. Augustine, enjoy your evening.
We ask you to remain standing, gentlemen, please remove any headgear as we honor the United States of America instruction at home and abroad, the playing of our national anthem by St. Augustine Prep seniors Tim Kubiak on saxophone and Bill McLeese on snare drum.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your prep band playing the national anthem for us. As guys, we were talking about right before the break, the core of this Hermits defense so far has been that D-line led by guys like Brady Small. They've just been amazing this year. They put so much pressure on opposing quarterbacks, and it makes life harder also in their running game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jimmy, not just do they pressure the quarterback as they have been doing for the last couple games, they really have stopped that run game. No opposing running back has really been able to get anything going, even some of the better ones in the state, and that's something that this Hermit defense has really taken a lot of pride in.
Yeah, Hermit's defense the last 4 games, not including the start of the season, have only been allowing 11.2 points per game and been outstanding. 9 turnovers, including 9 also sacks and 29 QB hurries. They have been getting to the quarterback often this year. They need to continue that tonight.
Lenape will be receiving the ball first in this game. Hermits won the coin toss. They chose to defer. We will see Brandon Bispo kicking it off for the Hermits. Back to return it for Lenape is number 1, Cole Galvayo. Hermits in their home Navy as always. Lenape in the away white. As we are just moments away from kickoff on the senior night, last regular season home game of the year. Kick is up, and we are underway here in Richland. Hermits versus Lenape. That ball will land at 25, and it will be tackled down at near the 35. That was number 48 for Lenape.
Not bad field position here for Lenape on the first drive. Hermits defense taking the field for the first time as well. Kenny Selby here dropping down to safety, and Bradley Powell playing great at corner this year as well.
Yeah, that was not a great kick by Brandon Bisbo. He usually bombs it down a little bit farther than that, but still a great job by the Hermit special team to keep Lenape from gaining too much yards on the kickoff.
And now out comes the Lenape offense. And their one win, they did play well against Notre Dame. Prep and Lenape have played each other in their last 3 games. Prep is 2-1 against Lenape, including a thriller last year when the Prep won on a game-winning sack. Ethan Smith, the quarterback for Lenape, and he has a handoff on the first down. And that's going to be a loss of yards there.
33, Rob Adamson in the backfield quick there, blowing up the interior line.
Yeah, as you said, Jimmy, this defensive line has done a great job in the run game this year, and that is just a small dose of it right there.
Smith, the quarterback for Lenape so far, 22 for 40 with 290 yards and 3 touchdowns along with 1 interception. 2 backs in the backfield along with Smith. Mercado in motion. He will pass on second down. Smith looking for somewhere to go. That will be caught, but not for a gain of much. That catch by number 6, Colin Staples, and it's going to be 3rd and long for Lenape.
Yeah, if anybody remembers the Lenape game from last year, they threw a ton on the Hermits, trying to move it downfield quick. Last year, thriller down to the last minute. This year, hoping to watch a great game today as well.
Yeah, good job by the Hermits cornerbacks to stay in front right there. That is something they do have a little bit of trouble with, allowing people to get down the field. Great job there, just staying in front of them.
It'll be 3rd and 7 now for Lenape. Hermits have done a great job getting into good starts in the first quarter in these last few games. They're trying to do it again, get a quick 3 and out, and get the ball in their offense's hands.
Yeah, I don't think since that first game against Archbishop Spalding from Maryland, I don't think they've surrendered a lead in the first quarter this entire year.
Quick screen pass, but he's going to get stuffed. That was Kobe Ray Reed, but he's going to get nowhere on that 3rd down reception, and Lenape will be forced to punt. A quick 3 and out.
Yeah, Riley Lisgard read that play very well, jumping the screen, timing it perfectly for the tackle in the backfield. 4th and 11 with the punt. Great start for this Hermits defense.
Yeah, Riley Lisgard is someone who's come on here for the Hermits over the last month or so. He has done really well as a wide receiver, getting a couple catches, which we had not seen a lot from him early in the game, and then making that play as a defensive back.
That was a loss of 4. Dylan Shank to punt it off for Lenape. Kenny Selby and Trey McClear back to return, but it is a very short punt. Hermits just going to let it drop, and it takes a good bounce all the way up to the midfield line. And the Hermits are going to get some great starting position for their first drive.
Yeah, with about half the field to go, the Hermits offense will now take the field, led by Trey McClear, as we mentioned. What are you guys looking for in the first drive?
You know, as always, they're going to run the ball to Kanye Udo probably to start off and try to get him hot early, because Kanye is one of those guys that gets better and better as the game goes on. But if they could start him early here and get to a good lead quickly, they can really put this game out fast.
Yeah, and here on senior night, too, look for the balance between him and Franklin as well. The defense for Lenape, as we said, doesn't have some of their starters from last year. A little bit smaller. Franklin, a big guy, might be able to punch a hole and break one.
Trey McClear at his quarterback. He's had a good year so far, 26 for 46 for 473 yards, along with 4 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. But he's not thrown too many interceptions in the last few games. Tough beginning of the year with a lot of turnovers, but he's been a lot better as the year's gone on. It'll be Walker in motion. It'll be a quick pass on first down, but that will be over the head of Nasir Hill, incomplete.
Yeah, seemed a little bit flustered there, dropping back. A little way too high for Nasir to catch. Hermits look to rebound now on second down. Not too worried there.
Yeah, that was a good play by number 50 on the Lenape defensive line, blowing up that play in the backfield, forcing McClear to overthrow his receiver.
Coming into this game, Hermits also have some great receivers, most notably Nasir Hill and Kenny Selby. They've been basically a 1A and a 1B duo so far this year. Both have had some great games. Selby with two catching touchdowns and 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, Selby has really come on this year. Last year was obviously a big playmaker, and as well this year.
That second down handoff will be to Kanye, and he's going to get a good gain on second down. Gain of 9, close to the first down marker. It'll be just a little short, but it'll be 3rd and 1.
It's just been so hard for any opposing defense to stop Kanye this year. He's been so good, especially in the short yardage situations. He just picks up whatever yards you need him to get, almost getting that first down right there.
Yeah, every run he has is always explosive, and he always falls forward for the extra yards, leading the Hermits first downs that we didn't even think were possible.
And they have done a really good job getting into these 3rd and short situations when they do get 3rd downs, which is something that is good for them because they're able to convert these.
It'll be 3rd down and 1. Clearing shotgun, Kanye behind him. And it will be a handoff on 3rd down. Kanye's going to get the first down and more. Kanye Udo breaks through a hole and will go all the way for the touchdown.
And there's the explosiveness through the hole that we just mentioned. Kanye obviously starting the game off, run the ball like we do. Hermits now up to a 6-0 lead, pending the Brandon Bispo extra point.
That's Kanye's 10th touchdown of the year. He has just been absolutely phenomenal. It's hard to explain how good he has been.
Yeah, and even for him, in the first quarter, he doesn't have a ton of explosive runs, so that is something that is a bit of a shock right now. He was able to break off a 40-some yard run right there, which is great for him to get that 199 to get the 1,000 yards this game.
Brandon Bispo now to kick for the extra point. Placeholder is Michael Distilio. Kick is up. Good snap, good hold, and it is good. Brandon Bispo now 20 for 20 on the year on extra points.
Oh, Reliable is back. He is on it every single week now. This Hermits crowd, the Rowdies, are back at it, going crazy after that touchdown. It's always great to see them. Awesome to see a senior scoring first as well. Big for their confidence, big for the team. Defense will take the field for the second time now. What do we look to see out of them in the second drive?
So they're definitely going to try and stop him like they did last play, get some pressure on the quarterback. You got to think Lenape is going to try and throw the ball, maybe get an explosive play just to keep their hopes up, get back in this game. Obviously, it's still plenty of time left, still in the first quarter, but that is just big for the Hermits to jump out to this lead.
Bispo to kick it off again for the Hermits. Galvayo and Ray Reed back to return for Lenape. as we said, the Hermits can get the big leads quick. So these drives are really huge for Lenape because they don't want this game to get out of hands too quickly.
Absolutely.
Especially with the Hermits' ability to run the ball and just kill clock as the game goes on. Of course, it's really early in the game to start thinking about that, but the Hermits know how to use clock. Better kick there by Bispo as Galvayo is going to take it at the 10-yard line. Looking for somewhere to go, but he's going to get tackled quickly by Hill all the way up at the Lenape 22.
Hill played that very patiently, staying in his own lane and sitting there in his own lane just to make that tackle. Great job wrapping him up. Lenape will start in pretty decent field position here, but need to make a drive out of this to get this game tied.
Yeah, that's something that the Hermits struggled with early in the year. They did not stay in their lanes on the special teams units. They did give up some big gains because of that, but it's good to see them staying in their own lane right now.
Lenape had a 5-2 record last year. Last week they lost 27-14 against Williamstown. Their head coach right now, Joe Wojciechowski. Smith in the shotgun, and it will be a handoff on first down. Gain of nothing. That'll be to Ray Reed, but he's going to lose a yard there on first down. This Hermits D-line is just so hard to run against, guys. They've stuffed so many great running backs so far this year.
It seemed as if every blue jersey was in the backfield on that play. Every single one, from Sims all the way down to Dennis. Every single player was in that backfield to make that tackle.
That's why it's hard to pinpoint one guy on this D-line who has been the star of the team, because they've all been so good blowing up every single play in the backfield.
Yeah, even junior Rob Anderson said he's just starting the process for college, is now going in the junior year, but he's going to be one of those guys just like Dennis and Brady.
And he is one of the few juniors on this team, so he looks to be a leader next year.
3 receivers out for Lenape. Smith going to try to take it himself. Gain of a few yards on second down, back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll be 3rd and long.
Nasir with another tackle there. He's playing a big role in defense this game so far. Whether it be in coverage or whether it be in the run or the special teams, all over the field you see this man making plays.
And Hill does have a sack on the year as well. I mean, I know we all know him for being a great receiver, but he's been a great part of this defense as well.
Yeah, you normally see him play back there at safety, but he's been getting involved up front this game, close to the linebacker position. It's just great to see him moved around because he is so explosive, such a good athlete that he can play anywhere on the field.
3rd down and 10 now for Lenape. 4 receivers out for Smith. Quick pass to Ray Reed, but he falls down quickly. It'll be a loss of 3. And once again, Lenape is going to have to punt.
Another one of those juniors out there, number 10, Chris Colott out there for the tackle. Now 4th and 12. Hermits defense off to the usual start as we expected.
Yeah, excluding that first game against Archbishop Spalding, in the last 4 games, the Hermits have allowed an average of 11.25 points per game. That is phenomenal as Shank punts it off. Better punt this time for him, as McClear is going to take it at the 40. He's going to try to go somewhere with it. Gets through a hole, but he's not going to gain much on the punt return all the way up to the Hermits 44.
Yeah, another thing there. A lot of teams have tried some screen passes against the Hermits this year, trying to capitalize on their defensive line being very aggressive, as a lot of teams struggle with when their defensive line is aggressive, try and get a screen pass, get them in an open space. But almost every time someone's attempted a screen pass against the Hermits, they've stopped them for a loss because they're all over it.
Yeah, their linebackers and safeties play it really well. They time everything perfectly, and they read the calls very well. They sit on the line of scrimmage, they drop back when the coverage is needed, and when that quarter turns his head and gets his arms cocked to throw it, always read it.
Yeah, another good field position here for the Hermits, trying to capitalize, go up 2 scores early in the first quarter.
Hermits offense so far this year, an average of 366 yards per game. Got a big run there by Kanye Udo, nearly 50 yards on their first drive, looking to do it again on the second drive, as that handoff will be to Kanye, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 on first down.
Yeah, Kanye there, he was stopped in the backfield. It looked like it was going to happen, and he was almost tackled. He was still able to bounce that outside, get some positive yards, and that's something you've seen from him a lot this year. He's just so hard to tackle.
Yeah, really, Kanye's been one of those guys. He is just so patient when he's running the ball. He's patient to look for his holes. He's got a great offensive line to work with, but he will wait and bounce to the outside, and it makes it so hard for defense because he will wait and wait and wait until he sees a spot he wants to go to. So it's really hard to tackle him for a loss of yards.
Yeah, his patience is one of his key aspects to his game. He's carried that through every year here with the Hermits.
Clearing shotgun. Selby and Hill out to the right, but it will be another handoff to Kanye, and he's going to get a good gain on second down. Gets the first down and more, all the way up to the Lenape 40.
Strong run there, now in the Lenape territory. Hermits will set up. Look for a pass here. Look for a try to get maybe his arm warmed up. He had one throw so far. It was a screen pass. But Selby and Nasir will get into this offense sooner or later.
Yeah, normally when the Hermits do get into opponents' territory, they are able to capitalize for a touchdown. That's something that they've done a lot of this year. It's very rare to see them get stopped when they get into the opponent's territory.
Just a little over 7 minutes left to go in this first quarter. If you're just joining us, I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Ryan Marengo and Vinny Palestina. Hermits up 7-0 quickly in this game, looking to add on as they are now in Lenape Field. A clear play action pass there. It'll be caught by Selby. And he's going to get a good gain on first down all the way up to the 30. He'll be close. Looks like they're going to mark him a little short of the first down.
And there's that passing game to the flat to Selby. Good lead block there by Nasir to just take out the corner. Led Selby to go one-on-one with the safety. Now lead the second down.
Yeah, just allowing Selby to get
Actually, they will give him the first down.
Just allowing Selby to get into open space is always good. He's one of the Hermits' best skill position players. You saw him break off an 85-yard touchdown run 2 weeks ago here in Richland. So he's just so explosive, so good. And if you get him out into the flat, he can make a big play.
And the Hermits are willing to get creative with Selby as well. Like you said, Vinny, they had a couple jet sweeps they used with him. They're willing to use him in the running game as well. As that will be a handoff to Kanye on first down. And another good gain there, a gain of 9.
That was a great read in the hole by Kanye. Sometimes little things you don't get to see when you're watching his game, but he was very patient. The hole was supposed to go to the right, cut back to the left, and exploded through for an extra at least 5 yards.
And that's another good thing with the Hermits is they always are able to win on first down, and it makes life so much easier in the later downs when you get a gain of 9 yards here on first down, because now you're dealing with 2nd and 1. You could try something crazier and go for the end zone because you're not worried that you can get this about getting this first down.
Yeah, and we do have to give some credit to the Hermits' offensive line just creating these massive holes for Kanye all year.
Selby and Hill out to the left. And it will be another handoff to Kanye, and he's going to get the first down and more. Gets a good block all the way into the red zone, up close to the Hermits 10. Tackled down at the Lenape 11, the Lenape 10.
Yeah, just as Vinny just said with this offensive line, they sent a full-on blitz there, at least setting 2 linebackers through the gaps, and they were able to pick them up along with the D lineman there to have that hole to where Kanye could bounce it outside. Great job of this offensive line this entire year so far for the Hermits. All from Gary Kenny to Brady Small at guard, who was originally just a defensive player, now filling his role on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, Ryan, as you said, Kanye does have incredible strength for a running back as well. He sent Kobe Ray Reed flying there on an attempted tackle by him. He fell back about 5 yards, and Kanye was still running after that.
Riley Lisgar now checking into the game. He's been the wide receiver 3 for the Hermits so far this year, another senior. 4 receptions for 48 yards.
I don't want to sound like Tony Romo, but senior night, Riley Lisgar out there, I was watching this play.
He has had a bigger role in the Hermits the last couple weeks. I think those 4 catches have come over the last 3 games as he wasn't really involved in the first 2. So he's definitely seen some more looks over the last few games.
Coach Pete going to call timeout there to talk things over. That'll be the Hermits' first used timeout of the game so far. They'll have 2 left in the first half.
Yeah, so far we've seen Selby, Sims, and Kanye making big plays so far, both blocking, run game, and the receiving game. Look to see Nasir and Lisgar both getting catches now, and some of these other seniors making plays all over the field tonight.
Yeah, so far we haven't really talked about how the Hermits played last week. A 31-17 win. That was a huge victory against number 7 Millville. Nasir had a good game. Nasir and Kenny both had just one reception, but Kenny did have a touchdown as well. Actually, no, excuse me. Yeah, Kenny had a rush as well.
I did get to go to that game. I had the privilege to get to see it in person, and outstanding job by the Hermits. Very good team in Millville. Strong opponent in South Jersey especially. Handled business as usual, especially defensively. A couple receiving problems with the receiver coming across the middle. Had some good yardage in the first half. Solved it by the second half, and great victory for the Hermits.
Kanye also on 29 attempts ran for 157 yards and 2 touchdowns, but that shouldn't really be a surprise by now.
No, not in any aspect of the game is that a surprise.
Selby out to the left, Nasir out to the right. It'll be a quick handoff to Kanye on first down. He's able to break a tackle and get all the way up to the Lenape 6 on first down. That'll be 2nd and about 5.
Yeah, 2nd down now inside the 10. Hermits look to punch us in the next 2 downs.
Yeah, Coach Pete he keeps running Kanye so far. He needs to see Lenape even try to stop him, as they have not been able to yet. So just keep running the ball until they show something different.
Kanye's still in the game. This is one of the points in the field where Franklin Sims also really becomes a threat just because of he's a bigger running back. He's harder to tackle. So we'll look to see if they ever bring him into the game in one of these situations.
Yeah, absolutely. Sims not in the backfield now, but I would look for that, especially in this first quarter, first half here from Coach Pete.
That'll be another handoff to Kanye. Breaks a tackle, and will gain a few yards on 2nd down, close to the first. a gain of 3.
Yeah, Brooke, what a stiff arm there on the outside. They cut back through. Took at least 4 white jerseys to take them down. Hermits now 3rd down and 5 about right on the goal line. Looking to punch us in. Maybe we do see a Sims. Maybe we do see that rollout passing play or the comeback that we have seen with Nasir over the last 2 years and his entire career here at St. Augustine.
It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Hermits.
Yeah, the Hermits do utilize that rollout pass a lot in their passing game, just trying to get him clear out of the pocket, get him some open space so he can see the field, and if necessary, run for it, as he does have about 50 yards rushing this year.
3rd and 3 at the Lenape 4-yard line. Selby and Hill out to the right. Play action. McClear looking for somewhere to go, but he will be taken down. Lenape with a huge sack there on 3rd down, and the Hermits will be forced to take a field goal.
Yeah, great read there by number 50 on Lenape. Getting to the quarterback really quickly there and absolutely taking him down. Looked like it was by the helmet at first, but he might have just dragged him down by the sides of his helmet, pulled him down. Now it is now 4th down in the red zone. Brandon Bisto now for the field goal.
Yeah, it looked like Trey was going to try to do a play action there and try to roll out and hit either Selby or Hill in the back of the end zone, but that just didn't work out as the Lenape D-line comes up with a big stop, keeping the Hermits from putting up another touchdown. Brandon Bispo out to kick it. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good. Brandon Bispo knocks down another field goal. Hermits go up 10-0.
And it's good to see Bisbo bounce back from a missed field goal last week, his first missed kick of the entire year. So it's good to see him bounce back, make that field goal right there. Ryan, as you said, he is all reliable. He has only missed 1 kick this entire year, 20 for 20 on extra points, which is incredible.
Yeah, been a valuable asset to this team. Making these extra points and getting every single point that you possibly can during the game is crucial, especially for this offense and especially in close games, as the Hermits will have leading into the season.
Just a little under 3 minutes left to go in this first quarter. It's been all Hermits so far, up 10-0. So far, the Lenape offense has not been able to do anything. Loss of yards on that last drive. Weren't able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So they really need to put up some points here quickly because the Hermits are starting to try to pull away a little bit, already up 2 scores.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked to see a big play right here from the Lenape offense. They have tried a couple runs and a few screen passes this game. Nothing's really worked out for them. Their offense has struggled a little bit this year, averaging only 133 yards, so they could try and get a big play, get their spirits up, and get a quick score.
Just a quick stat check. Kanye Udo already at 92 yards so far in this game, 107 left to go if he wants to get to that big 1,000-yard mark. That kickoff will be returned up to the Hermits 30, and that's where Lenape is going to start their 3rd drive of this game.
Yeah, another one of those shorter kicks there, but it did hang in the air enough for the Hermits coverage team to get down there and tackle him on the 30. Like we just said, Lenape really needs to get something going now, especially at the end of the first quarter, heading into the second. Can't let this Hermits team get too much momentum.
Yeah, Bisbo has kicked it a little shorter tonight than usually. It could be attributed to the cold weather. His leg could just be getting used to it, as it is a drop in temperature of about 25 degrees, as it usually is here in Richland, since it's August almost this entire year.
Kobe Ray Reed, the star receiver for Lenape so far this year. We've seen him get 2 catches so far, but he hasn't been able to do much with them. But so far this year, 6 receptions, 123 yards, and a touchdown, along with 18 rushes for 28 yards. Also has a sack on defense. So he's one of those guys you will be seeing used a lot in this game. That handoff will be to Ricardo Mercado, and he's going to get a good gain on 1st down up to the Hermits 38.
Yeah, great run there by Mercado. He bounced through the hole really nice, stayed low, was able to pick up a good gain on 1st down.
Yeah, that was probably one of the bigger, most positive plays that the Lenape offense has had. They look to continue off of that now on 2nd down. Ricardo there, hid behind the offensive line, looked like he got tackled. Then you see him explode to that 2nd level of the Hermits defense, knocking over a couple defenders before getting that 8 yards.
One of Lenape's notable running backs, Kyler Lightfoot, out for this game. So we're going to see a lot more usage out of Mercado. Smith in the shotgun. He's going to try to take it himself on 2nd down. He's going to get the 1st down. Up to the Hermits 40. Good run there by Ethan Smith.
That's the first down for Lenape now. They're going to look to continue off of this, maybe get a little of that passing game that we have seen so far. But if the run game does continue, which is really rare against this Hermits defense, they might stick with it.
Ethan Smith, the Lenape quarterback, has had a pretty good year this year, having 290 passing yards this year, 3 touchdowns and only 1 interception. So we could see them try to go to the passing game a little bit more as they are down 10-0.
One of the issues with going deep, though, is you got some great Hermits in the secondary, notably Bradley Powell, Trey McClear, Tristan McClear, his younger brother, Riley Lisgar, some guys you see really do a good job locking down receivers, as that handoff on first down is going to be a loss of 1.
Yeah, both D tackles there, Rob Adamson and Brady Small, swarm it right inside. A little bit of an inside run game, less of the power to the 6-hole. They've been kind of stirred up in there. The ends are able to crash. There's no bouncing holes that the running backs can get. They've been getting a little more of an explosive, more downfield action, hitting the outside stretches.
Actually, no gain on that play, so it'll be 2nd and 10 for Lenape. Looking to get on Hermit's side of the field for the first time as the clock is running down in this first quarter. Just about 40 seconds left to go. 4 receivers out. That's Galvao in motion. Smith rolling to his left, looking for somewhere to go. That pass is caught for the first down and more. That's number 13, Ty Smith.
That was a great job by the quarterback there, looking backside, back shoulder to throw, off balance, and receiver getting upfield now for the first down. Crossing midfield for the first time. Lenape is now getting a great drive out of this on their 3rd possession.
Yeah, this is one of Lenape's better drives of the season, even getting into close to midfield in the first quarter. Their offense has been a little stagnant this year. They're trying to get something going, try and get their crowd a little fired up. So,
first down on the Hermits 48. Smith looking to pass again. That will be caught by Taj Folion, another one of the more notable Lenape receivers.
Yeah, they are starting to go to that passing game a little bit more, as the running game hasn't really worked that well against this Hermits defensive line.
Yeah, a little bit of that soft man play from the Hermits defense is played very well. They don't get downfield as much now. You had a little bit of a problem like that with that before, but some of these under like in the flat and underneath throws are getting across on the Hermits defense.
And that will do it for the first quarter here in Richland. Your score, Hermits 10, Lenape nothing. Great first quarter there for the Hermits. Ryan, you want to give us some of the sponsors for this game?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we'd like to thank our valued Hermit Pride sponsors, Premier Orthopedics, the official orthopedic provider for the Hermits Athletics, with offices throughout the southern New Jersey area. Proof Production by the McKinsey family, Atlantic Medical Imaging by the Kenny family, the Law Office of Clark and Fox, Clark family, IWM3 Welding, Manufacturing, and Mechanical, the Russamano family, Toyota of Vineland, McCormick family, Richard Carpet and Flooring, Brunzuli family, Bruno Z family, sorry, NMR Events, the Maduri family, Ottinger Golf Club, the Ottinger family, Benjamin F. Edwards & Co., the Tempolini family, Barbario and Rich Financial Services, the Barbario family, Accent Aesthetics, Medical and Laser Day Spa, the Galenis family, Casa Payroll, and Bados. Thank you for support of St. Augustine Prep Athletics, Hermits Athletics, all as one.
Lenape back out to continue their best drive of the game so far as we begin the second quarter. Ethan Smith and shotgun, Mercado to his left, 4 receivers out. Smith looking to pass, rolling to his right, but he's going to get nowhere, and that will be a sack on first down by many Hermits defensive linemen, including Rob Adamson and Brady Small.
Yeah, Noah Cressman also got in on that one, number 78. Great job by the entire Hermits defensive line. They swarmed that rollout pass for Ethan Smith. Just great job right there.
Yeah, Cressman having a great year this year. Getting a little bit more playing time as a junior, making a definite impact both on both sides of the ball, defensive line and offensive line.
It'll be 3rd and 10 now for Lenape. Look to see if you think there's going to be any Hermits pressure coming, expecting a pass play here.
Yeah, possibly. They have 4 receivers out wide. That whole D-line is wide open to get to the quarterback. Running back is going to have to pick up someone.
There'll just be 4 rushers for the Hermits. That'll be a quick pass caught by number 6, Colin Staples, but he will be short of the first down. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Wojciechowski wants to do here. Do you think he goes for it?
I think they have to.
It looks like they may here. It's 4th and about 3 or 4 for Lenape.
It looks like they are keeping the offense on the field, so Lenape will be going for it here.
Yeah, something to watch out for. They have made use of the Hermits playing a little farther back on defense, just completing those short little passes, and that's something you could see right here is they just need to pick up about 3 or 4 yards to get the first down.
It'll be 4th and 3 officially. at the Hermits 41. Big play here for Lenape. He's had a good drive so far. They want to keep that momentum going. 2 receivers out, 2 running backs in the backfield. As that will be a handoff. And it looks like it's going to be close. It'll be depending on where the officials spot it. That was a run by Mercado.
Yeah, great run by Mercado to fall forward and just keep reaching out for it. It's going to come down to a spot. They might have to bring the chains in to see what's going on here.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they might be doing. And no, it looks like Lenape is going to be short. So the Hermits bear down and get the stop there on 4th down and bring out their offense once again. Great defense.
Yeah, it looked like Lenape was going to get a drive going there across the midfield. Hermits able to buckle down, get their offense back in the field now. 10-0, looking to extend it. Only 10 minutes now left in the first half.
And that's got to be a demoralizer if you're Lenape. You finally get a good drive going, and now the Hermits get the offense back out. That's got to be a tough one. Another notable thing so far in this game, no penalties committed by the Hermits. They've struggled with that a couple times, especially on offense with like false starts and stuff like that. But so far it's been a clean game on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good for the Hermits right there. They have struggled a bit with penalties, a couple false starts, a couple holds on the offensive line. So great job by them staying clean in this game.
Lisgar in motion. Big play action passing. Won't be caught by Lisgar on 1st down. Gain of some. He's going to get the 1st down and more. Riley Lisgar breaks a tackle. Still going all the way down at the Lenape 26.
Riley Lisgar right there, reading his blockers, getting downfield. His blockers making the perfect time, getting out there, not holding. We just talked about penalties. That kills teams, especially in high school football. Now Hermits inside the 30, getting ready for another score. Great job by Lisgar. These seniors are getting at it tonight.
Lisgar's 5th catch of the year. That was his longest reception of the year so far.
Yeah, it nearly doubled his season total for receiving yards right there on that one play. Great play by him. Made a couple cuts upfield. Great job.
Hermits now on Lenape's side of the field.
Look for him to get back to the run game with Kanye here.
Close to the red zone. As you're right, Mango, will be a handoff to Kanye. Looking for somewhere to go. Get a good gain on 1st down up to the Lenape 20 and into the red zone.
Yeah, a lot of the mistakes that some of these teams have are a lot of mistakes that some of these teams make are trying to tackle Kanye up high. Great tackle there by Lenape to take him down. Didn't take many defenders when you start wrapping the legs and bringing them down. Still a gain of 7 for Kanye on 1st down. Absolutely outstanding.
Yeah, that was one of the few plays where you don't see Kanye fall forward because they were able to make a great tackle on him there. He fell backwards, wasn't able to pick up any extra yards, and now it's 2nd and 3 instead of what could have been 2nd and 1 or even a 1st down.
Turn Walker in the game at tight end. Selby in motion. It'll be a fake handoff to him as Trey McClure's going to take it himself. He's going to get the 1st down and a little more all the way up to the Lenape 13. Great read option play there by Trey McClure.
Yeah, Hermit's now starting to get deeper into the red zone. Trey McClure has read those options very well this year, especially in the first couple games after playing Spalding. He was starting to lead the offense in his running game actually before his passing game. Now we've seen a little bit more of a balance, and it's really complemented this running game by Sims and Udo as well.
Yeah, before this game, McClure's been a very mobile quarterback, 27 rushes, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
McClear did use a lot of those read options a little bit earlier in the season. He did take a big hit, had to leave the game for a little bit, and it started to slow down with the read options.
That'll be a handoff to Kanye. He breaks a tackle, and he will get all the way in for another Hermits touchdown. Kanye Udo is 2nd of the game.
Bouncing right to left, Udo going through the hole. Another Hermits touchdown for him. He absolutely runs his offense if he has to. Every single play he has, it is explosive. It's fun to watch. The Hermits crowd going crazy, flags waving in the air. USA, red, white, and blue tonight. It is great to see. 16-0, Bisbee now with the extra point.
Yeah, Kanye is well over 100 yards now, 2 touchdowns, closing in on the 199 yards he needs to get the 1,000-yard bonus this year.
Botch snap there. Michael DeCilio's going to take it himself, trying to throw it into the end zone. It's going to be caught. As it looks like the Hermits are going to get 2 points on that play. That ball was caught by number 72 for the Hermits, Gavin Kennedy. Flags thrown.
I'm not sure if that's
this might be called back.
It might be an ineligible receiver downfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. Because that was a bizarre play right there. It was a low snap. Michael DeCilio, the placeholder, tried to throw it up into the air. It was caught by Kennedy, one of the O-linemen, one of the blockers on that play. and he powered his way into the end zone, but I don't know if this is going to stand.
Yeah, Distilio just kind of threw that up for grabs right there. It was caught by Gavin Kennedy on the offensive line, but he was not declared an eligible receiver right there, so that's probably going to come back and end in no points right there.
Either way, great job by Gavin Kennedy. Obviously not a receiver, big lineman, gets down, gets dirty every game, getting a little bit of his time here on senior night, getting the catch in the end zone. Put it on the highlight tape.
It would have been nice to see Gavin Kennedy get a 2-point conversion on senior night, as he isn't really used in the offense that much. He's really only used on the offensive line and defensive line.
It'll be a legal touching call on St. Augustine. Loss of downs, so as you just heard, that play will be no good, so it'll be 16-0.
You never want to take penalties, but that's one we're okay with seeing as the first one of the night. Hermits played smart all game. A little bit of a botch snap. That's what more is the worry. But great effort there to try to keep it alive and get another score.
And as an offensive lineman, Gavin Kennedy, one of the seniors, definitely got excited when he saw that ball coming his way.
And something to watch out for, Mike Distilio does look like he hurt his arm on that play right there. He's walking back on the sidelines with his helmet off. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Been the placeholder for the Hermits this year. And he's done a good job. Big key as a junior in this Hermits team. Looks like they're looking at his arm. Hopefully he's okay. Didn't really see what happened to him on the field, but I guess as he threw that ball up into the air, it might have fell back on his arm.
Yeah, and Mike Distilio has been a great thing for the Hermits this year. They didn't really have much of a reliable holder coming in. He has done a great job right there as a fumble on the kickoff right there.
Yeah, Mercado drops that. He's able to get it back up, luckily, and he's going to get a good gain here on the return up to the Lenape 30. Fortunate there by Mercado. He's able to get that ball back.
Yeah, not only for the Hermits is it a little bit of a mistake that some of the high school teams make in general, is when they see that ball at the ground, they get a little flustered, get out of their lanes like we talked earlier in the game. And that's an example of it right there. Everybody started flushing to the ball rather than staying in their own lane. Was able to bounce outside and get a good gain, even though it was a deep kick and still muffed it at first.
Yeah, Mercado did try to catch that one a little too high above his helmet right there. Wasn't able to hold on. He should have waited for it to come down a little bit, but misjudged it a little bit. That's why he dropped it. He was able to pick it back up and still get a good gain on the kickoff.
Ethan Smith and the Lenape offense back out for their fourth drive. Were stopped on fourth down last time in the Hermits territory, as that first run to Mercado will go for maybe a yard. Not much there on first down.
Yeah, the hole was blown up by Brady Small, and then every other defender on the Hermits team was able to swim for the tackle.
And it does look like they're putting almost like a splint or cast on Distilio's arm, so it's going to be interesting to see who takes over as the placeholder for the Hermits tonight.
Just under 8 minutes left to go in the first half. It's been all Hermits so far, up 16-0. Three receivers out to the right, one to the left.
Yeah, they've been running this trips formation a lot tonight.
Mercado looking to pass, as there'll be a miscommunication there with his receiver Full-Iron, as he was still running and that pass was thrown behind his back.
Yeah, Full-Iron out there, out on that far sideline, looking, didn't look back to the ball. I think it was supposed to be one of those flat bubble plays that they've been running a lot. They've seen these Hermits quarterbacks backing up a little bit. I think he misread it, thought it was a fly.
Yeah, these little short passes out to the flat for Lenape has become almost like their rushing attack this game, just picking up 4, 5, 6 yards every play. As they realized pretty early on, they're not really going to be able to run the ball that well against this Hermits defensive line.
3rd down and 9 now for Lenape. Hermits looking to get another quick force another quick 3 and out here. 4 receivers out. Smith drops back looking for somewhere to go. Pressure coming as that ball will be intercepted. Kenny Selby with the pick. Looking for somewhere to go, and he'll be taken down all the way at the Lenape 25.
Senior night pick for Selby. What a night now so far for the Hermits. Interception by Selby. That is the 10th turnover caused by the Hermits this year.
And that's Selby's 3rd pick of the year.
He's having an outstanding year on both sides of the ball. Last couple weeks really has shined. This entire Hermits team off to a great start. 16-0, looking to drive down there and get another score.
Yeah, and if you remember 2 weeks ago, Selby did make an incredible interception. Mossed the guy over the top of his head. His 3rd interception of the year. He's been a great asset for the Hermits on defense. He's just such a good athlete. He can really play anywhere on the field.
Yeah, that was a tough throw for Ethan Smith. Throwing into double coverage, pressure was coming, and it was just overthrown over his receiver's head a little bit. Easy pick for Selby.
Selby after the pick now at the field. Lisgar will take his spot next to Nasir Hill. As always, Kanye in the backfield.
Nasir Hill still without a reception in this game. One of the key Hermits players these last 3 years. Play action there as McClear's going to go deep. That ball will be caught by Lisgar for the touchdown. Riley Lisgar, his first touchdown of the year. But a flag is thrown on the play. This looks like this was going to be going back. That's a tough one. We were hoping to see, as you said earlier, Ryan, we were hoping to see Lisgar get his touchdown today. But it looks like that one's going to be called back. A bummer there for the Hermits.
Great route, great design by Coach Pete on that play. Both guys running a little bit of a post, a skinny post, and a deep post by Nasir. Looked under it, found Lisgar, ran into the end zone. Would have been a perfect night for a perfect senior night for Lisgar. Yeah. Getting called back. I would say look to see it again. Maybe not on this drive, maybe not on this exact play, but I would say look to see it again later in this game.
Yeah, Hermits just getting a penalty right there. Something we haven't really seen a lot for this game. Second penalty of the game. Obviously, the first one was on the illegal touching on the 2-point conversion. Just hard to swallow for Lisgard on that one. His first touchdown of the year on senior night. It really stinks for him.
1st and 22 now for the Hermits. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. As there'll be a handoff to Kanye on first down. And he's not going to get much. Still takes about 4 red shirts to take him down.
Yeah, he sat a little patient there in the backfield. Nothing really opened up for him. Just tried to explode forward. Only got a couple yards there on first down.
Yeah, Lenape was all over that run right there, setting up 8 men in the box just to stop Kanye. They expected a run right there, and they're probably going to expect the same thing right here, which means we could see another pass deep.
It'll be 2nd and 19 now for the Hermits. Lisgar and Hill out left. See Taron Walker in the game playing tight end. Usually they use him as a blocker. Now in motion. As McClear will look to pass, he's going to roll out to his left looking for somewhere to go. That ball will be caught by Hill. Up to the Lenape 25, gain of 9. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, that was a great little comeback right there from Nasir Hill. He recognized the defense, put a nice little cut on him, came back to the ball, made a nice catch as he was falling to the ground for the Hermits right there.
Yeah, he has made his name on those comeback routes, as well as the explosive plays. If anybody has seen 2 catches he's made down the sideline this year, one early in the year and last week against Millville, outstanding catches. Perfect throws, too, to the sideline.
Yeah, good job by McClear, rolling out to his left.
Absolutely, but he has been adjusting to those passes and catching the ball perfectly, dropping right into his chest, right into his arms. And this connection has been really special.
It's number 7, Shaquille Johnson now out for the Hermits, another senior receiver. Pressure coming from McClear. He's going to throw deep as that ball is going to be incomplete, nearly intercepted by Full Iron, but it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, was looking for Lisgard right there, trying to get him another touchdown. He did have a little bit of an opening, just a slight underthrow there from McClear. Falls incomplete, luckily. That could have been much worse with an interception.
Yeah, and those kind of plays, especially with Lisgard, obviously not as tall of a receiver, more of a slot guy across the middle. You maybe want to give him a little more of a bullet pass coming across to his chest instead of floating too much over the top. D-backs have a little bit more time to recover there.
4th down. Looks like the Hermits are going to be keeping their offense on the field at the Lenape 25-yard line.
Yeah, maybe a little bit deep to kick, possibly. Yeah. We all know Bispo has the boot.
Yeah, it will be a 42-yard kick. That's a tough one for high school.
But obviously not really in a punt situation. Might as well keep the offense out in 4th and 10. Let's give them a shot here.
Yeah, like I said, you're giving Lenape tough field position even if you don't get this 4th down. Get this 1st down, excuse me. Lisgar in motion. Clear looking for somewhere to go. And that pass will be caught by Hill. And it looks like they're going to give him Yep, they're going to give it to him. That's going to be a 1st down for Hill.
Hill sits on the comeback route. You saw him waving his hand looking for the catch there. Another 1st down. Yep, great play call there if you're going to go for it by Coach Pete.
Yeah, officials give him the forward progress.
Yeah, Hill knew exactly where he was on the football field right there. Knew he was 2 yards in front of the 1st down marker, so he was able to have just enough to get the 1st down there. Great job by him not going back in front of the 1st down.
Clock winding down around 5 minutes now in the 2nd quarter. Hermits in the red zone.
Clear and shotgun. Udo in the backfield. Lizgar, Selby, and Hill out. It'll be a handoff to Kanye on first down. He's going to get a good gain here. Stiff arms the defender all the way up to the Lenape 6.
That was a Derrick Henry-like stiff arm. Absolutely planted his helmet into the ground. Kept trudging forward for a couple more yards. Second down now inside the 10. Hermit's looking for the third score of the game already.
And we have seen everything from Kanye in this game from the Hermits. He has the size, he has the speed, he has the strength, he has the vision. It's just an all-around complete pack. And that's something you rarely see in high school. Most of the times, they don't have one of those things. Kanye does, and that's what makes him special and different from all the other running backs in the state.
2nd and 4 now for the Hermits at the Lenape 7-yard line. Hermits looking to go up big here in the second quarter. McClure's going to hand it off to Kanye, and he's going to lose yards on second down. You don't see that too often. Tackled back at the Lenape 10.
Yeah, Michael LeMay there on the tackle. That was one of the best tackles I've seen against Kanye all year. Gave him a real hit stick there. Actually sent him back a couple. Now third down at around the 10 for the Hermits. They want to punch one in for a third touchdown to go in that half. Give them a little more confidence heading in the second half, and then try to not let Lenape score with a couple minutes left.
Yeah, Lenape's been all over a few of the runs on this drive by Kanye. They're just waiting on it. They know when it's coming, and that's something you haven't seen from a lot of defenses. Even when they know they're going to run the ball, they still haven't been able to stop it. Lenape has on a few plays this drive.
3rd and 7 now for the Hermits. Hill and Selby outright. Kanye in the backfield, as always. Clear looking for somewhere to go. He's going to look back into the end zone, and that will be caught for the touchdown. Kenny Selby.
He is making a name for himself last couple weeks. I'm going to say he's a bad man. He is a bad man. Last couple weeks, offense, defense, anywhere on the field, he has really been a big impact for this entire St. Augustine team. It's been amazing to see.
That's Selby's 3rd receiving touchdown of the year, 5th overall. Coming into this game, he already had over 150 receiving yards and over 100 rushing yards. He's just been such a swift Swiss Army knife for the Hermits so far this year.
Yeah, they like to use him a lot in the red zone, as he does have 5 touchdowns in just 6 games this year. He wasn't really used a whole lot early on, but they're really using him now.
Bispo's kick is good. That was McClear doing the placeholder for the injured Destilio.
Yeah, good to see McClear have a good hold right there, as it could have been a lot worse, as he hasn't practiced there a lot this year, as Destilio has been their holder. So that's good to see that he's fine with doing it, and it worked out pretty well.
Hermits now been absolutely dominant so far in this first half, up 23-0.
And look at these rowdies, man, going off, jumping up and down right now, having a great time. It's great to see. Obviously, like I said, we talked about it a little bit so far this season. Last year with the COVID year, didn't really get to have this. We had Hermit Fest this year, which was an amazing event. And this week, back at it. Ton of fans in the section for senior night.
Absolutely. And it's also middle school night. Some prospective middle schoolers who are thinking about coming to the prep here tonight. So great to see them and their families here getting to see what the Hermit experience is all about.
Yeah, talking to some of the teachers and administrators here at the school. Over 100 families here for middle school night. Amazing to see. But now with our 8th grade program and our freshman program, we look forward to seeing them in the future.
Yeah, and it was a great game for middle school night as the Rowdies. There are a ton of fans in the stands. They get to see the incredible Hermit atmosphere. Great game to watch as the Hermits are putting it on Lenape right now, up 23-0.
A little over 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Lenape now getting pretty desperate to get a drive going. They've had nothing to say for so far against this Hermits defense, as Bispo's kick is up and into the night sky in Richland. And that ball is going to be taken by Mercado at the 1-yard line, and he's going to be tackled at the Lenape 8.
Yeah, I believe there was a little bit of miscommunication there on who was going to be returning it, and then by the time he got to it, it was down by his ankles.
Wouldn't you think you would let that roll into the end zone for a touchback?
I believe it touches foot. I believe it actually touches. From our angle here, I believe it touches foot and then rolled into the end zone. I think he was worried about obviously the safety there on the play, or it's possibly the touchdown if he couldn't recover it, but. Luckily, they got it out to the 10. Bad field position, but Lenape looks to get at least one more drive in here before the half.
Yeah, high school rules, if you do touch the ball when you're in the end zone and you grab a hold of it, they mark you a touchback. So it's never a bad idea just to touch it. Make sure if you have the ball, they'll mark it a touchback if you are in the end zone. If not, you're going to have to return it. He did that there and was able to get it out to the 10.
Great insight, Vinny. I did not know that.
Smith's going to take it himself on first down. And he's going to get a gain of a few yards up to about the Lenape 11.
Hermits run defense continuing the night doing what it does best, stopping the run at all costs. Nothing gets up the middle of this defense.
Another thing to point out, guys, it's going to be good for this Hermits team, really, is if they keep this lead going and able to keep the foot on the gas, probably get to see a lot of seniors that maybe don't always get playing time, get a lot of minutes in the second half, which is going to be a really great thing to see.
Absolutely. It'd be great to see them tonight. I said this entire team, every key piece, whether they're on the bench, on the field, matters, and we want to show that every single game, and this whole entire team shows it in any aspect that they play in.
Smith looking to try to take it himself again, but that time he's not going to get anywhere. That tackle made by Dennis Jaquez, another dominant defender for the Hermits.
Yeah, Dennis Jaquez is there with a great tackle off the edge. He's been a great DN this year. We've talked a lot about the pressure up the middle and getting inside and out from this D line. They're closing it, and he actually can run. He can chase down a quarterback, run all the way out so fast. He made some great hits so far this year, amazing plays to the quarterback, and gets out to the running back on the stretch. Even some of the faster, better running backs we've played this year, outstandingly.
Coach Pete going to stop the clock and use his second timeout, so the Hermits are now thinking they can get another drive before this half ends.
Yeah, still plenty of time left on the clock, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Thinking that with a third and long situation for Lenape right here, they should be able to get the ball back with pretty good field position too, maybe even in Lenape's territory. So they're going to try and put up maybe even 30 in the first half on Lenape, put this game to rest, and really just have a great night. Have some more seniors come out that we don't usually see, like you said, Jimmy.
It'll be 3rd and 11 for Lenape after this timeout. 2 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the first half. It has been all Hermits. I sound like a broken record. I've said it a few times already, but it's the truth.
Yeah, you haven't lied yet, Jim.
Something that is hard for opposing offensive. This defensive line is so good that you can't run against them, and when you try to take a deep shot to try and catch them off guard, they get so much pressure that you can't even do that. So it's just hard to get anything against this defense.
Smith play action. No, he's gonna hand it off to Mercado, but he's not gonna get anywhere on 3rd down. As Coach Pete's gonna call his 3rd timeout, and Lenape's gonna be forced to punt deep into their own backfield.
Very interesting decision from Lenape right there. Still so much time on the clock that you didn't really have to worry about wasting too much time by running the football right there. I could see if there was a little bit less time on the clock, just trying to waste out some more time, but I'd just see them do it there. Obviously not trying to get another turnover like they had last possession when Ethan Smith threw an interception. So they're just going to try and trust their defense to get a stop on the Hermits this drive.
Hermits have no timeouts left, but they're going to have 2 minutes and 13 seconds to put anhour drive together, which is plenty of time for these guys.
Yeah, most likely in good field position. They're going to be punting from about their own end zone. So Hermits could possibly, most likely, be set up inside the Lenape's half of the field.
Dylan Shank to punt it away for Lenape. See if the Hermits try to bring any Hermit special teams tries to bring any pressure here. Got to be McClear and Selby back to return.
And if you see where they are lined up on the field, they're lined up about the 35-ish yard line. They don't expect this punt to go too far. That means they should have pretty good field position.
Well, Shank's going to have to get it off quick here. He gets good blocking. It's a pretty good punt. Selby's going to take it behind the 40. Rolling over to the other side of the field, looking for somewhere to go, as Selby's going to be taken down at the Lenape 40.
Yeah, now around the 40, Hermits going to set up. They have 2 minutes on the dot to make a big play here. I think they can.
And just 40 yards to go.
The way this offense has been tonight, they can make a big play here in any aspect. Whether I believe they could also even run the ball, pace themselves, as long as they have the right call set up now for this 2 minute, basically 2 minute drive that every NFL team set up to do.
Yeah, as you've seen, Kanye is just so good. He can break off one at any time in the game. They could hand the ball off, and it could be a touchdown in even 10 seconds. That's why they're not going to be afraid to run the ball right here.
Going to see Trey McClear find his inner Aaron Rodgers and kill it on the 2 minute drive.
Aaron Rodgers and his 2 minute drill. It's a classic.
Jaquez in the game at tight end. 3 receivers out for the Hermits. Play action. Clear looking for somewhere to go. Pressure is coming. He's able to escape it as Trey McClear is going to get a good run here all the way up to the first down and a little more up to the Lenape 30. Great job by McClear, able to escape the sack and get a first down for the Hermits.
Yeah, number 50 in there for another sack this game. Was able to slip under it this time. Break out to the right and upfield. Great recognition by McClear. He almost had Nasir downfield if he was able to cock him and throw it.
I don't know how McClear was able to stay up on that one as he was doing almost like a spin move almost at his knees. He was about to hit the ground. I don't know how he stayed up. Great job getting out of the pocket, And then he showed off some of that speed that not a lot of teams realize he has.
Minute 30 left to go in the first half. Hermits, plenty of time here. Kanye motion. So that pass will be caught by Selby. He's going to get to the outside. Kenny Selby. And he will get all the way in for the touchdown. Kenny Selby is second of the game. Him and Kanye both with 2 touchdowns. It's been an amazing one so far for the Hermits.
Great stutter step by Kenny Selby right there. Was able to catch the defender off guard right on the sidelines. Just get in for a touchdown. It looked like he was going to be stopped at the 5. Great move by him, and the Hermits are going to have a chance to go up 30-0 in this first half.
Yeah, like you said, Vinny, nice little juke there by Selby about the 5-yard line, able to beat a defender.
He is electrifying, guys. The last couple of games for Selby, he has made his name, made a statement to the rest of Jersey right now. Touchdowns both on offense, picks on defense. It's been outstanding to see. I've loved it, every second of it.
Yeah, and even with some of the athletes on this team, like
Another low
Nasir
snap,
Hill.
as McClear's just going to have to throw that one away. Another low snap there. Clear the placeholders able to get up and throw it out, as the Hermits will now have a 29-0 lead. Flag is thrown as well. We'll see what that is.
Yeah, a little bit of trouble right now for this Hermits extra point group. Obviously, Destolia had to leave the game with an injury, but no worries. Up 29-0 right now. Minute 17 left in the half. Hermits playing great in every other aspect.
Interesting to see what they're throwing the flag on right here. Could be intentional grounding. I wouldn't be shocked to see that, as he did throw it out of bounds. Don't know if he was exactly out of the pocket. It's going to be interesting to see what they call here. It won't really matter since they weren't able to convert it anyway.
Yeah, even if the call does send them back in the kickoff, all trust in Bispo. Great leg. We'll be able to get it down there.
Looks like the officials are just going to pick up the flag. So we have a minute, 17 seconds left to go in the first half. So far, guys, it's just been great so far. What are you guys really liking?
Kenny Selby has just had a fantastic game. You knew Kanye was going to have a great game, as he's had one almost every game this entire season coming in. But Kenny Selby is really doing something spectacular tonight that we haven't seen a lot of from Hermits receivers because they run the ball so much this season.
Yeah, I think I want to give credit to Nas in that respect. He draws the one, he draws the over top, and how explosive he is has opened up Selby, and now they're going to have to cover both and then try to stop Kanye. I'm looking forward for the rest of this game and for the rest of the season for the Hermits with this explosive offense everywhere.
And you bet Holy Spirit and some of those other teams Hermits might see in the playoffs, while Holy Spirit they're playing next week, are definitely taking notes right now, knowing that Kenny Selby is a serious threat on this team.
Yeah, and even Riley Lisgard, who we haven't seen a whole lot of this year, he is still very explosive. Got that touchdown that was called back earlier, has a really nice catch tonight. Hermits are starting to use them a little bit more, and that opens up their offense even more.
Holy Spirit with a big game today against Cedar Creek. They will match up against the Hermits next week in a huge game of 2 South Jersey powerhouses, 2 top 5 ranked teams in the state. That will be at Holy Spirit. So make sure to get out to that one and show the support for the Hermits. That's going to be an amazing game.
1:11 on the clock now. Hermits defense looking to make one last stop going into the half. Played absolutely solid. See the big 0 on the scoreboard. Look to keep it up.
We've seen the Hermits defense do that a couple times this year. It really just offenses just struggled to really decipher what they can do against them.
And this might be one of the Hermits' most complete games on the season, as you've seen them do so well on defense, so well on offense. They've struggled a bit in a lot of games that they've gotten some blowouts on. This one, just one penalty. They've spread the ball around to everyone on offense. Their defense has been spectacular with the interception. The defensive line is playing amazing. And it's great to see them rounding into form as the season draws closer. Holy Spirit next week in a great matchup, and the playoffs coming up soon.
That was a loss of 4 there for Lenape. It was a low snap and a fumble by Smith. He was able to get it back, so it'll be second down. 2nd and 13. Just a little over 30 seconds left to go. We'll see what Lenape wants to do. If they're just going to let this clock run, maybe one more play. And it will be a handoff on second down. Gain of maybe a yard. That's about it.
Looks like they're going to go into halftime with a trailing 29-0 right now. Going to be tough to come back in the second half. Mango, if you were the coach of Lenape, what would you be saying to your guys at halftime?
I think it's a little bit of the coach and players coming together to figure out a strategy to decipher this defense. He said it the best. There hasn't been a team I've seen this year other than the Spalding, and that was a starter. That was out in Maryland, for anybody who doesn't know where Spalding is. That was the only team that has had any kind of thought on how to break this defense. No other team has really been able to figure it out. Lenape has to figure out what they have to do to get deep in the red zone and capitalize on it right off the bat from this second half.
That will do it for the first half here in Richland. Right now, your score 29-0. Hermits been dominant so far. We'll be back in just about 10 minutes for the second half. We'll be right back on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. We specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9 Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9 Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you who knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
We're live back here for the second half of Hermits football. I'm Jimmy Bachman. Alongside me today is Vinny Palestina and Ryan Marengo. It was all Hermits in the first half, up 29-0. Vinny, you want to give us some of the stat updates?
Yeah, Kanye has 13 rushes for 119 yards and 2 touchdowns. He only needs 80 yards to get to that 1,000-yard bonus for the season. We could see it here in the second half on senior night. Kenny Selby leading the way with 3 receptions for 50 yards. Those 2 touchdowns and that interception was on defense. He's having his best game of the year. He's just been so good for the Hermits over the last couple games. Trey McClear over 100 yards passing, has 105 yards, 75% completion percentage. Really nice game from him. And Lenape only has 25 yards of total offense, showing how good this Hermits defense has been tonight.
Yeah, Hermits defense overall from the D-line to the D-backs have been playing absolutely great. Starts inside, Rob Anderson, Brady Small to the edge rushers. Amazing. They've been stuffing up the middle. No interior run game at all. They had the one drive where they ought to bounce a little bit. In all, like you just said, 25 yards. Passing, nothing through the air. They've had a couple of the short throws down deep. They can't have anything. Selby is a ball hawk tonight, as he's been the last couple of weeks and all season. Great to see it. Hermits defense going off to a great start. 29-0. Obviously, the offense off to a great start. Great night for a prep.
And Selby's not the only Hermits receiver that's been involved on defense tonight. Nasir Hill has been all over the place, from linebacker to safety to defensive back. He's made a few really nice tackles tonight, and it's good to see him get involved on defense. It just shows how much depth the Hermits have.
Yeah, Hermits definitely looking to keep it up here in the second half. Maybe get to see some guys, see some other seniors get some playing time. Another live update right now, an important matchup in South Jersey right now. At halftime, Cedar Creek beating Holy Spirit 7-0. Hermits will take on Holy Spirit next week, and another edition of the Holy War. Very interesting to see how Holy Spirit's going to come into that game either with a loss or a win.
Yeah, Holy Spirit, obviously one of South Jersey's biggest powerhouses, especially this year. Big game next week, but they got to hang on first over there. Hermit's still here. Take care of business in the second half and get in the next week. Looking forward to see it now.
Yeah, you just want to have a nice clean half for the Hermits. No penalties, make sure no injuries. You just want to have a nice clean half of football, maybe score some more points, make some good defensive plays, and keep yourself nice and ready and nice and fresh going into next week in that major matchup.
Yeah, injuries are something the Hermits are going to want to watch out for in the second half. We've already seen Mike DeStilio go down with a arm injury. Hopefully none of the other Hermits key contributors go down, or even none of the Hermits, because they are just all so good. They have so much depth, and it's just hard to see any of them get hurt.
Hermits will be getting the ball first here in the second half. They won the coin toss, elected to defer back in the first. So a lot of people will be kicking it off to them into the night sky to start off in just a few moments. "24 minutes left to go of Hermits football here on the first day of October. The Rowdies still going crazy even here in the second half. You would think, oh, it's a 29-0 game. They're going to start clearing out and getting home early. But no, not here. These Rowdies stay for the whole game, no matter if it's a close game or if we're winning by a blowout. These guys are dedicated to their football team.
Yeah, they look just as hyped up as they did at the start of the game, which is saying something. Obviously having a 29-point lead, still waving the American flags, still cheering every single play. It's great to see. Great team spirit, and hopefully they're going to keep going up until the end of the game.
Yeah, our whole school motto here is brotherhood. All these guys love getting out with each other. Big night, senior night. Like I said, they want to support these guys to the end, till the final snap of the game.
It'll be Dylan Shank to start off the second half with a kick. Back to return it for the Hermits. Number 9, Kenny Selby, and number 1, Bradley Powell. Powell had a good return 2 weeks ago against Williamstown on a kickoff, so see if he could do it again here.
Yeah, most teams try to kick it to Bradley Powell just because he's the less explosive of the two returners. But even with him being back there, he's still extremely explosive. He got a nice chunk against Williamstown on that play.
Deep kick there by Shank. Hermit's going to let it roll into the end zone for a touchback.
That was a great kick by Shank there. Obviously not letting, we just talked about the explosiveness of the returners there, not letting them take it back and get a little bit of an extra yardage, setting them in better field position to start the second half.
So with that touchback, Hermits will be starting their first drive of the second half at their own 20-yard line.
And I think this is the worst field position the Hermits have had tonight. They've usually been either really close to Lenape territory or even in Lenape territory. So it's going to be interesting to see how the offense does with a longer field. You know, if Kanye does break one off for a touchdown right here, he would get that 1,000-yard bonus on a very special play.
Just in case. We'll see, Vinny. Hopefully. Yeah, as we said, 80 yards for Kanye to get to that 1,000-yard mark. He'd be the 7th running back in Hermit's history to do so. It's been an absolute historic year for Kanye so far. We're going to be talking about him for many years to come.
Right now in the backfield, the brothers Trey and Tristan McClear, clear at running back.
Yeah, it looks like the Hermits have a couple new guys out at receiver as well. That will be a handoff to Tristan McClear. Got to make sure to specify which one now. Some other guys out there for the Hermits right now. Number 7, Shaquille Johnson.
Yeah, number 25 right there, Riley Rodriguez with the tackle.
Yep. Franklin Sims, number 22, now checking into the game for the first time on offense. We haven't seen him so much today. He's definitely going to get a bigger workload in this second half as let's see how much the Hermits are going to want to use Kanye with a big game next week.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of Franklin Sims, and he's someone we usually do see a couple times during the first half. He's definitely going to be more involved.
Ethan Admiak at quarterback now. I don't see Tristan off the field in any bad spirits, so I guess this might be a little bit of a design here.
Yeah,
there's the Sims.
That'll be Jake Myers. Ethan Admiak's on Lenape. Sims going to get a big run here on second down. Franklin Sims, only one guy to beat, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the Lenape 22. That wasn't Ethan Admiak's actually number 17 on Lenape. Excuse us. That quarterback for the Hermits was number 17, Jake Myers.
Yeah, Jake Myers in that one play. So, great to see a sophomore out there, too. Looks like Taron Walker's a little bit limping here on the backside, hoping he's okay. So we did specify about these injuries, make sure he is okay coming off the field. You don't want to see that leading into the last stretch of the season. But great run there by Sims. We just talked about it, his burst, his strong play. Was able to push through a couple of Lenape players just to get downfield, and then almost held himself in bounds to get to the end zone.
Yeah, we saw Walker limping off the field there. One of the tight ends for the Hermits. He's really been a really good blocker so far this year. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, as we just said, Mango, don't really want to have any turnovers here as Riley Lisgar checks into the game. Hopefully maybe we can get him a touchdown here.
Yeah, and it's good to see a lot of the Hermits that don't get as much playing time coming in. As you said, Jake Myers is in at quarterback. Yep. His first snaps of the season. Riley Lisgard is in as their number 1 receiver right now. Shaquille Johnson's in, so just getting some more playing time for some of the
Another new receiver for the Hermits, another senior, number 26, Bradley Bird. As number 25 there for the Hermits, that's Noah Gurdinich, gets a good run for the first down, all the way up to the Lenape 9.
Yeah, that's a great run by Noah there. He doesn't get too much starting time for varsity as a junior, but now making big plays now into the third against Lenape. I'd like to see, especially going into the next year, he's going to be one of the guys you need to take a step up.
Yeah, and a lot of these people are getting some more playing time, obviously having such a big lead. They're just trying to keep everybody healthy for Holy Spirit next week as some bigger games are coming up on the schedule.
It'd be first and goal for the Hermits at the Lenape 10-yard line.
Though it has been mostly handoffs, this is an impressive drive by Myers, controlling the offense, keeping it straight, keeping them all on track to get to the end zone.
Look out for Franklin Sims here in the backfield to get a handoff. Red zone's really his hot spot all year. As it will go to Sims on first down. He's able to get to the outside, and Franklin Sims all the way in for another Hermits touchdown, his 4th of the year.
Senior night living to its name right now. Obviously, we had the Lisgard touchdown pull back. We got 2 by Kanye, 1 to Selby, and now another to Sims. Offense firing on all cylinders tonight. 35-0 Hermits dominant performance.
Yeah, and it's great to see even with some of the backups in right now. They were able to drive down that field no problem. It only took them 5 or 6 plays to get a touchdown, which is really good to see going into next year as this team is made up of mostly seniors.
Sims, before this game, 17 rush attempts, 123 yards and 3 touchdowns, along with 2 sacks, as Bispo nails the extra point. But he's been one of those guys, like, even though Kanye is the number 1 running back here, on most other teams, Franklin Sims will be a number one running back. He's one of those guys. He's fantastic. Even though you don't see him too much some games, he's one of those guys any team loves to have. He's got great mentality. He's a great leader of this team, and he's a really hard guy to tackle in the red zone.
Yeah, we talk about a lot with how Kanye runs, but it's also we talk about this offensive line. Great lead blocker, whether it be him be set up in the tee off the edge, almost in a tight end position, or back in the backfield, leading through the hole for Kanye. He's always using his muscle, always using his big frame to move the pile, get Kanye downfield, open up holes for him.
Franklin Sims is really nice for the Hermits to have. He would be a starting running back on most high school teams in the state of New Jersey. He's just so big, so physical, so hard to tackle. As much as we talk about how Kanye is so hard to tackle, he's even stronger. It takes like 5 or 6 guys on almost every play just to bring him down, and that's why we see him a lot in the red zone.
That's number 27, Antonio Freund, the sophomore now to kick it off for the Hermits. Looks like they're giving Brandon Bispo a breather. He's been busy so far today. His kick is up into the air. And it will be bobbled by the Lenape runner, and he's going to be taken down all the way up to the Lenape 30. Still going.
And it looked like he lost a shoe on that play, too. It's hanging back at the 20-yard line.
Good job moving the pile there by Lenape, moving it a little bit in the better field position after the muff kick return, sorry. And now they're going to be setting up past the 30, looking to get a drive going. Haven't really found their groove yet. It's been a rough season. Really like to get it started right here. Even if it isn't too much for this game's purposes, need to get something kicked in for this final stretch of the season.
Still looks to be most of the starters out for the Hermits defense. Like I said, we brought in a lot of the backups there on offense, keeping the defenders out there for maybe 1 or 2 more drives before they make some changes. That'll be a handoff on first down. Gain of nothing there. Only back up to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of yards for Mercado.
I was surprised that not see Smith hurry up that offense. Hermits had some substitutions going on the sideline. Weren't able to get some players off as quick. It was a little bit flustered, but they kind of settled in and almost waited for the players to get off the field. Usually you want to take advantage, get the flag, get a couple extra yards to start first down.
Yeah, Kenny Selby was running towards the sideline. He was almost exactly at the sideline when he realized he wasn't supposed to sub out, ran back in, and they still didn't call hike before he was able to get back in his position.
Another sub here for the Hermits, number 18, Connor Hughes, representing us juniors here, getting some time. That'll be a handoff to Mercado, and once again, he's going to get nowhere. That'll be third down for the Hermits. Number 51, Asher Jenkins now checking in. Shaquille Johnson back in on defense.
Yeah, Jenkins has been a viable rusher and linebacker for the Hermits. A little bit of time last year, this year getting a lot more. Been a big part of this run defense for the Hermits.
Another couple other guys coming in. Number 16, Dennis Varelli. Number 38, Michael Mewitz.
Quarterback Jake Myers that we saw now playing safety, taking a clear spot on both sides of the ball, which is always good to see.
Yeah, and McClare did walk to the sidelines. He took his gloves off, tied them together, put them down on the bench, so that could mean he's done for the night. You never know. He could come back in. That might be the signal he's done.
That pass there by Smith incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Lenape's going to have to punt. Interesting to see Myers get a lot of time. You wonder if Coach Pete's thinking here to get his quarterback some time because Trey McClure Sr., Myers definitely a potential candidate to be the starting quarterback next year.
Yeah, especially since Myers hasn't had a ton of availability to even play games this year. He transferred in from mainland last year. Obviously had to go through the 30-day transfer protocols before he was allowed to play a game. He was able to play on the sophomore team the other day. But that was his first in-game action, so Coach Pete's definitely going to try and get him more involved as he looks towards the future.
That punt by Shank, it's a good one into the air. It'll be returned by Connor Hughes for the Hermits. He'll get down at the Hermits 20.
That was about a 50-yard punt there by Lenape, getting down into the Hermits' end. Hermits are going to be in starting field position around the 20-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, it does.
So, like you just said, we have some of these younger guys out here looking to make an impact. 7 minutes and ticking now in the third quarter. Play conservative, run the ball, make smart plays, and get some of these guys who haven't been in some touches and some experience. And
particularly for Myers, the sophomore, we've yet to see him here at home. I'm not sure how many minutes he got on the road, because when Trey McClure went down for a few minutes the last game, Coach Pete put Nasir Hill on a quarterback, and he's kind of been that quarterback in emergency situations. So we haven't really seen anything of Myers yet so far this year. So he's getting a great opportunity here to play a whole half of football.
Yeah, Myers was still in that transfer protocol during that game. It's been tough for him because it's hard to see a backup quarterback on the varsity team not get any reps. It's hard when you're when McClear did get hurt, we had to put Nasir Hill in for the entire drive. And that's something you don't want to do in a bigger game. You want to keep Nasir Hill, who is one of your best receivers now that Selby's breaking out on the outside, making big plays.
That first handoff will be a good one for number 24, Nadir Bethune. He's going to get close to the first down. We'll see where it's spotted. Looks like they're going to give it to him. Yep, it will be the first down for the Hermits.
Yeah, speaking of Hill playing quarterback, just talking about last year, Hill was a very great Wildcat quarterback last year. That might be something not essentially for taking McClear out because of injury, but you may see that at the end of the season as an essential tool just to get him some touches. Obviously, we didn't see him touch the ball that much tonight, maybe 2 catches, I believe, tonight. You might see him run the ball, maybe some jet sweeps that we have seen with Selby. Now that Selby's becoming a more prominent receiver just with Hill, a lot of pieces to this Hermits offense, and we're even seeing with some of these younger players.
Myers in the shotgun, 3 receivers out to the left. It'll be another handoff to Bethune. He's going to get another big gain here for the first down. Nadir Bethune all the way up to the Hermits 43. This is another good sign to see for another young guy we might see a lot of next year.
Vision and speed for Nadir there. He takes one cut and explodes upfield, and he just keeps running until someone is able to wrap him up.
Yeah, much more of a speedy running back compared to the other 2 running backs, Kanye and Sims for the Hermits. So definitely a bit of a change here for the Lenape defense, who's got to adjust to 2 more running backs who are more powerful and able to truck some guys, to Bethune, who's trying to sneak through some holes and get into the open field with the speed.
Yeah, Lenape is caught a little off guard right now by Bethune. He's running up the field. They're not really used to that kind of quick speed out of the backfield. They were worried about Kanye and, of course, Franklin Sims early on, bruising them with the punishing rushing attack, but that speed's definitely throwing them off as we see Noah Gradinich in at running back again.
This is Gar and Johnson to the left. This time it'll be another handoff. That time to Varelli, number 16. Gain of 5 on first down.
Yeah, some of these new running backs that are coming into Varelli, Gradinich, Bethune, they're not as big. They're a lot shorter. They're able to fit under the holes. Some of this offensive line, how tall they are, they kind of sneak through the holes and get downfield a lot quicker, too.
Number 81, sophomore Matt Castle, checking into the game for the first time, along with Connor Hughes.
And it's good to see this Hermit offense not slow down at all with these new additions to the offense, some of the backups coming in. They're still moving the ball downfield really well, not getting stopped by the Lenape defense, and that's a good sign for next year as a lot of the seniors are going to be graduating, opening up holes for them to take over spots on the starting offense.
Myers going to hand it off again, this time to number 20, Brandon Borman. And he's going to get a big gain here on second down. Borman all the way up to the Lenape 37. Good run there.
It's almost like Coach Pete's playing hot potato with whoever's getting the carries. We've seen so many players for this Hermits team touch the ball tonight. It's been great to see. The diversity of this offense is outstanding. If all these players can keep doing this throughout the season and touch the ball and have positive gains, positive yardage downfield, it's going to cause some of these games where we're averaging 366 yards a game. We're scoring a ton. We're holding them on defense. It'll lead to success leading in the late ends of the season.
Yeah, and as we saw Andrew Mustak walking off the field there with what looked like to be an injury. We hope he's all right.
Yeah, that's 5 receivers now used in this game for the Hermits. Actually, excuse me, my math is wrong. That's 6 running backs, excuse me now.
6 running backs.
6 running backs. So far I've gotten snaps for the Hermits. As that time, it's going to be given to Gradinich, and he's going to break into the open field. Makes a juke, flag is thrown, but Gradinich is going to get all the way down to the Lenape 6. We'll see if that stands.
What a cut by Noah Gradinich downfield. Hopefully the flag doesn't pull it back.
It looks like the flag is coming back. Either a block in the back or a hold as the Hermits are starting to walk back towards the line of scrimmage. But that doesn't diminish that run. That was a great run by Noah Gradinich right there. Was able to make a few cuts upfield, make a couple jukes, get about a 30-yard gain. So it's really good to see all of these Hermits running backs who are a little younger doing just as good.
It'll be a hold for the Hermits, especially on a team like this where high majority of the guys that we talk about in the big games are seniors. It's definitely good to give these younger juniors and sophomores a lot more experience because these are the guys we're going to be talking about a lot next year. And, of course, we don't be looking ahead yet because there's still a lot of football to be played this year, and this team's got high aspirations. But it's always good, especially if you're Coach Pete, to keep an eye ahead, especially when you got a team full of seniors. Always want to be ready.
Yeah, Jimmy, as you said, this team does have very high aspirations for the season, ranked number 4 in the state. second in South Jersey, I believe. They're just so good. Great matchup with Holy Spirit next week. Battle 2 top 5 teams.
Yeah, those teams are about equal right now. I mean, I've seen some rankings that have the Hermits at number 1. So the one ranking from NBC Sports Philly that had us above them. But we'll see. As Myers is going to take that one himself, and he's going to slide down all the way at the Lenape 38.
Yeah, low snap there. It almost was, believe it was supposed to be a handoff originally. Kind of kept it himself. Everybody rushed to the back, taking off. Makes it a more second and manageable. About 8 now for the Hermits.
Yeah, really interested to see if Coach Pete's going to let Myers throw this drive. I haven't seen him do a throwing play yet. As number 88, Dominic Diatavio checks in for the Hermits for the first time. Trying to give all these guys that have checked in shout-outs. As a minute and a half left to go in this third quarter. It's been a quick one. Hermits absolutely in no particular hurry.
Yeah, and that last play by Myers, it was great to see him not panic right there, run up the field to get a gain. On a low snap, a young quarterback especially at that, could have made a big mistake.
Another low snap there. It'll be a handoff to Bethune. And he's going to get a few yards there on second down. Maybe gain of 1 up to the Lenape 37. Tackle there made by Choice Coppin for Lenape.
Yeah, I believe this will be the first down that we're going to get to see with Myers here. Exciting to see how he handles this, see how he takes over this offense, and is able to execute on his third down opportunity of the game.
Yeah, third down, not in field goal range yet, so you think good chance Coach Pete's going to go for it even if they don't get it here. It'll be Varelli in the backfield, 3 receivers out to the right. Well, 2 out, and Connor Hughes there. The tight end. It's going to be a handoff to Varelli, and he's not going to get anywhere on third down. He's going to get stopped a loss of 2. It'll be fourth down for the Hermits.
Lenape expected that handoff right there, daring Jake Myers to throw. Hermits ran the ball, were stuffed, weren't able to pick up the first down. An interesting decision for Coach Pete right here.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Pete's, he's going to be bringing out his punt crew.
Haven't seen much of that tonight, but always good to have them warmed up, using them.
First time we're going to be calling out Tommy LaPerriere's name, the punter for the Hermits, as the clock's going to run out here on the third quarter. 12 minutes left to go in this game. Hermits looking to get another win on the board and improve to 6-1. Actually, 5-1, excuse me. But this has really been an interesting quarter to see. We've seen these younger guys who are checking in for the first time. It was a good quarter. They're gaining yardage. They have a nice drive going. They're going to punt it now, but a lot of positive gains, a lot of big gains. It's good to see.
Yeah, they're a fun group to watch. Obviously, you said we have a lot to do this year, but it's good to have them in. They said we're watching injuries this game, but possible injuries in the future. You could see some of these guys coming into the game. Always have them ready, always have them fresh, always have them ready to get in the game and be that impact player.
And something to watch out for in this fourth quarter. Gavin Kennedy was pushing for a dress down day if the Hermits were able to put up 50 tonight for next week's game against Holy Spirit. If they are able to put up 50, just 14 points away, need 2 more touchdowns for that to happen.
I didn't hear about that one, Vinny, yet. That's good to hear. So I know what I'm rooting for right now, some 2 touchdowns.
I believe so, too. I was in there with that room, and Vinny, he was pushing hard for that. So 2 more touchdowns for the Hermits, you could possibly see that. Obviously punting here with Tommy Perrier. First time we've called his name tonight. And Hermits defense getting back out there. A lot of the younger players, we'll see how they make an impact on defense in their second opportunity.
Perrier, another senior in his first year as the punter for the Hermits. It was Chase Hickey last year, and he graduated. Yeah, Perrier said he's had a good year so far. He's had a couple nice punts.
Yeah, Chase Hickey's a great punter. Tommy Perrier following him up this year. All of our special teams, especially in the Hermits, we don't give enough shout-outs. Obviously this year, we've talked about Bisbell a lot. Here's LaPerriere for the punt.
Ooh, nearly blocked, but he was able to get it off. LaPerriere is hit as that punt is going to roll for the Hermits a little bit, and it's going to be picked up all the way back at the Lenape 14.
Good punt by Tommy there under pressure. Was able to get it off still, and with a good roll inside the 15 of Lenape's territory.
Yeah, LaPerriere, that punt was almost blocked right there. He did a great job of getting the punt up in the air, extremely high before the Lenape special team person was able to lay a hand on that. That's something that's rare to see, just changing the punt angle right before you're about to get hit. He could have easily punted it normally, and that would have been blocked for a great return by Lenape. Would have been able to get some offense going, but great job by LaPerriere there.
A lot of subs now in for the Hermits. Looks like Coach Pete's taking out his starters on both sides of the ball, letting them celebrate this win and get a little rest for next week when they're going to be busy. As looks like somebody jumped early. Actually, no, it looks like we're going to have a timeout called. That timeout's going to be made by the Hermits, their first of this half. You're still hearing the Rowdies out there on these mics.
P-R-E-P, prep.
It's the fourth quarter. We're up 36-0.
Been hearing
you still hear these guys going crazy.
Been hearing that since freshman year. It's one of the first chants you get when you're introduced to the school, introduced to the Rowdies. It's amazing to be out in that crowd. I said we're up here in the booth, and it's shaking. From the beginning to the end, it's shaking. All the fans, all the family, everybody getting up down to the last tick off the clock.
Well, they're going to be getting these middle schoolers ready for next year when they're so they got to have these chants memorized when they're here in a year or two.
Absolutely. Carrying on the tradition of the Rowdies.
Absolutely.
And an update on the Holy Spirit Cedar Creek game that everybody is waiting to hear about. Holy Spirit just scored a touchdown to go down 7-6. They did miss the extra point, so tightening up the lead for Cedar Creek right there. 1-point game. Great game. It's going to be very close coming down to the wire.
Interesting point to note, Vinny. You kind of want to, if you're a Hermit fan, you're thinking, how do you want Holy Spirit feeling going into this game? Either getting a good win against Cedar Creek or coming off a loss. Some way you're kind of rooting for them so they're happy after a win going in against the Hermits. But
Hermits could either play the spoiler next week, or Holy Spirit could be out for vengeance after losing this week. Depends on the outcome of that game. We'll keep everybody updated on that throughout the rest of this fourth quarter.
Gain of 3 there by Mercado. That'll be 2nd and 7. Little under 11 minutes left to go in this game. If you're just joining us, I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Ryan Marengo and Vinny Palestina. It's been a good one here for the Hermits, up 36-0. It's senior night, so this is our last regular season game of the year. Last regular season game at home for these seniors. Hopefully we're going to get to see them 1 or 2 more times.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if Coach Pete calls them out for a curtain call towards the end of the game, just getting one more play in this game. Last wave at the home crowd before the playoffs come. And it's just great to see because these seniors have been here for a while. They've been leading the football team. They're all really good players, all really good guys, and the fans just love them.
Yeah, great guys around the school especially. He said they're all leaders both on and off the field. It's amazing to say that about, especially, like I said, athletes being able to do both.
Number 32, Julian Giambuzzi, the freshman, checking in for the Hermits. Only freshman in this game so far, if I'm not mistaken, as Smith's going to get that ball all the way to his receiver, number 25. That's Victor Haynes for the first down. Haynes' first reception of the game.
Yeah, one of the bigger plays for Lenape now. Looking to get a drive here late in the game, carry on some momentum the next week. Obviously not the greatest looking game for them, 36-0, but looking to do anything they can to get a positive outcome on their side of the ball on offense.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that's the most amount of air yards Lenape has had on a play this entire game. They haven't been able to run the ball, able to throw the ball. Their big plays have been throws out to the flat that they've gotten a couple yards after the catch, but that's really been it for Lenape tonight.
Ooh, that pass over the head of the receiver, nearly intercepted by Connor Hughes. If he was just if he could get up a little bit higher.
Yeah, Connor Hughes almost made an amazing leaping interception right there. Just sailed over his fingertips, incomplete, out of bounds. No harm there for the Hermits.
It's good to see. I mean, if you're Lenape, you want to try to get a bit of a confidence booster against this Hermits second team. So far, they've been stout. 2nd and 10.
And as you said,
trying to keep that goose egg on the scoreboard for the rest of the game.
These Hermit subs have done really well on offense, and now they're showing that they can do just as well on defense. Really nice to see for a lot of them.
Smith's going to hand it off to Mercado. And he's going to get a good gain on there at 2nd down, close to the first down marker. We'll see where it's spotted.
Yeah, it seemed like after about 4 yards, contact was made by the Hermits, and he kept trudging his legs forward, able to get the first down now.
Yeah, they're going to give it to him on the first down.
Lenape offense is now moving, looking to push into Hermits territory.
8 minutes left to go in this game.
And I believe it would only be the second time Lenape would have been in the Hermits territory this game if they are able to get 10 more yards to get into Hermits territory. The first one was stopped on a 4th down attempt, so Lenape hasn't really had much offense this game.
Smith looking to take it himself on first down, and he's going to get stuffed. No gain there on first down. Back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1.
Asher Jenkins leading the way there for the Hermits defense, getting in the backfield, wrapping up, pulling quarterback down.
Yeah, we saw Jenkins play the hero a couple times last year when he came in after an injury. So it's interesting to see him now getting some minutes again as a junior.
Yeah, one of the big junior leaders on this St. Augustine team. it's great to watch them. Like I said, they're learning from these seniors. These seniors are really passing down a lot of knowledge to these guys.
And he was involved in that nail biter against Lenape last year.
What a game that was.
Yeah, I was supposed to do that one with you. But that was a good. I remember watching that one. Handoff to Mercado. Rolling out to the left, looking for somewhere to go, but it's going to be a loss of yards as he is swarmed by the Hermits defenders.
Another great tackle right there by Asher Jenkins.
Yeah, that was Jenkins with the tackle.
He is really one of the few juniors on this team that has gotten a lot of playing time along that defensive line. He's been one of the best juniors for the Hermits this year, and it's really good to see as he moves into becoming a senior next year, one of the leaders on this team.
Yeah, on that last play, Noah Gradinich was, I believe, the first one out there to get hold of the shoulder pad of the Lenape runner. He's been playing great. He hasn't got a lot of time here for varsity this year, both offensively and defensively, as he's been on the field, making plays everywhere. Even though the wrong run came back, it's good to see that he's making these plays on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, a couple nice runs on offense last drive, too. The one that was called back, but he made a nice juke move. Definitely interesting to see for next year as Mercado is going to be tackled right at the handoff.
He hit the right.
Once again, just completely swarmed by the Hermits D-line.
Yeah, no matter the age group, no matter who's on the field, the Hermits D-line always staying on top of it.
That was third down, so the punting unit calling out for Lenape.
And
Under 6 minutes left to go in this game.
We do have to give some love to Coach Pete. He's done a really great job of coaching this team this year. Everybody on this Hermits team has done a great job. They're just always prepared when they check in at the right moments, and that's all on Coach Pete. He is a great coach for this Hermits football program.
That punt by Shank is up into the air. Bethune's going to return it. He's going to stumble down and fall at the Hermits 31.
And look at the Hermits crowd. Lights flashing, got the camera lights on. And they're singing their song, man, the Lenape. Obviously, this was one of the bigger rivalries in South Jersey, Hermits versus Lenape. They are feeling themselves right now, up 36-0 with 5 minutes left. We'd like to give a shout-out to our Hermit seniors. Obviously, this is their big night, getting to see someone get in the end zone. First off, we got Riley Lisgar, number 8, Shaquille Johnson, number 7. Then we have Bradley Bird, number 26. Tommy LaPerriere, number 36. Bradley Bird, number 26. Sybil Douglas at number 42. And then we have, Robert Papadeus at number 44. Michael Rolando at number 60. And Ben Cimarelli at 70. Also with them, we also have Nasir Hill, obviously, at number 4. Dennis Jaquez, number 5. Number 6, Kanye Udo. Number 9, Kenneth Selby. Trey McClear, number 14. Franklin Sims, number 22. Brady Small, number 55. And Gavin Kennedy, number 72. These Hermit seniors, big leaders, really hold accountable for a lot of these wins, a lot of the success that the St. Augustine program has had. Off to a great start this season, off to having an amazing game today, taking care of business against Lenape. What are we thinking about these seniors and the rest of the season?
I'm sure any of you guys could say the same. Anybody else who's announced with me so far this year or last year could say the same. These last 2 years, it's been a pleasure to announce a lot of these seniors
Absolutely,
so far.
Jimmy.
It's been awesome. I hope we get to announce them again in a few weeks if we get some playoff games. But it has just been an absolute thrill to announce these guys. They're a bunch of amazing players, great guys in the classroom. It's an amazing thing to see. And we're going to definitely make sure to pay attention to these guys when they go on to playing. A bunch of them go on to play in college.
One last correction on the stat sheet. We also have number 58, Michael Terrellis. Congratulations to him. This is senior night. We'd like to shout out everybody. And Noah Gudinich with another great run there. Going forward. He really is carrying this team right now. He is excited. He's bouncing around.
It's good to see some energy now from the Hermits' parents as well. A lot of the senior parents here, pretty emotional.
Yeah, and that was a great run by Noah Gradinich right there. He is a little bit of a smaller back compared to Kanye and Franklin Sims, but he does have a lot of that same power. He has a lot of speed, and that's really good to see moving forward into next year.
Just a little under 3 minutes left to go in this game as the clock ticks. Hermits looking to, it's 3rd down and 1 now. Hermits looking to probably just drain the rest of this clock and end this game, improving to 5-1. And handoff to Bethune. He's going to get the first down and more. And Adair Bethune all the way up to midfield. Great run by him. Once again, he's been really impressive in the second half.
Yeah, Bethune and Greenwich obviously making their impacts now in this fourth quarter especially. It's been great to see, obviously, like I said, all around this entire St. Augustine team. Offensively, defensively, whoever's in the game, they're going 100%. So
2 minutes now left to go in this game.
I just want to check up. We talked about our keys to the game going in. Take a lead early, keep your foot on the gas. Check. Continue to dominate the run game. Kanye Udo, as always. Check. Pressure the quarterback. Got to him. Got to the run game. They didn't pass too much, so that's still a check. And senior night, let them have a great game. Got to see our boys get in the end zone tonight.
Yeah, really good all-around game for the Hermits this game. It's just been incredible to watch. They've checked all the boxes. I think this was their most complete game of the season, as I said at halftime. They were able to pull their starters in the beginning of the third quarter. That's how good they played in the first half. Yeah. And even when the backups came in, they've still looked really good.
And the interesting thing here is really no really mistakes made in this game. Trey McClure maybe sacked once. 2 penalties, I believe, that one hold. Yeah, and then the one play on that crazy catch by Gavin Kennedy for the 2-point conversion in the first quarter.
Their biggest mistakes they come off an injury where they had some backup players come in who haven't really had as much experience on the extra point team. Yet, still fixed that by the end of the game. Brandon Biscuit got his last one to go through. Great, obviously 54 seconds ticking out the clock. Hermits had the ball. Great win for St. Augustine.
That handoff that time will be to Borman, and he's going to get up to the Lenape 46. Good run for him. We've really seen the Hermits usually use a running by committee in the second half. Interesting to see how many of these guys are going to be utilized next year.
Yeah, and this looks to be the last play here for the Hermits with time ticking off.
Yeah, it'll be 3rd and 7, so we'll see if the Hermits are just going to let this clock run out. Looks like that's what's going to happen here. 20 seconds left to go in this game.
And Jimmy, you mentioned that the Hermits really didn't make a whole lot of mistakes tonight that they've made in the past games. Like, even when they've had completely dominant wins, they do still make a couple little mistakes that would hurt them in closer games. They didn't really do that tonight, and that's what's really good to see going into next week, a matchup with Holy Spirit, one of the best teams they're going to play this year.
And that is going to do it here in Richland. Your final score, Hermits 36, Lenape 0. Another win for the Hermits as they improve to 5-1 on the year. Guys, it was another amazing game and another win so far.
Rowdy's were at it tonight. The players were at it. He said no mistakes, played a clean game, played a smart game, played physical, played strong, efficient. Very efficient, and that's what we need leading in the Holy Spirit next week.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge game. Make sure to tune into that one. That won't be here, but make sure to pay attention to the Hermits social media, so what's happening there. If it will be streamed, or make sure to get to the field at Holy Spirit to watch that game live.
Absolutely, all Hermits fans, get to that field in Holy Spirit. We need all the support we can.
Some of the MVPs of this game, you would say, Kenny Selby, Kanye Udo, both with 2 touchdowns. Kanye Udo, over 100 yards, even though he only played 2 quarters.
Yes, and obviously, we said we talk about that specific players, but this entire team, as the Hermits will now go in to the crowd. Dennis Pirelli with the backflip.
And that was interesting right there. Pirelli with the backflip. I like that one.
And this is what it's all about for the Hermits. This is what it's about for St. Augustine, the brotherhood, everybody getting together, the fan section. And this is how it always should be.
Absolutely. That'll wrap things up here in Richland. Our next broadcast will be on Monday, October 4th, when the Hermits soccer team takes on Ocean City at Union Stadium in Chester, not far from Philadelphia. The Hermits soccer team has been on a roll lately, and that game will be at 5 o'clock, so mark your calendars. As said, this was the last home game for the football in the regular season, but it is still possible we will get a home game come playoff time. So make sure to pay attention to the Hermits Athletic social media pages for further information on that in a few weeks. We still have 3 more away games to play before that time. But for now, as we said, next week at 7 o'clock at Holy Spirit, Hermits a major South Jersey matchup. 6 o'clock, a big matchup against Holy Spirit. But for now, I'm Jimmy Bachman, and I was happy to be joined by Ryan Marengo and Vinny Palestino today. We thank you for watching this edition of Prep Football on Hermits Broadcasting, and we look forward to the many streams to come. We'll see you next time, and as always, go Hermits!